All right, we got to talk about Wolverine because, man, there's a lot going on with this. All right, there's a lot going on with Wolverine right now. Now, just to preface the conversation, because I already know the Sony boys are not going to be happy about this. All right. I have zero plans to play this game because it's not coming out on PC. That's me personally. Okay. I'm just kind of commenting on what I see and how the gameplay looks and certain characters that are made available, I guess you could say, in this trailer. We're going to talk about Wolverine because I'll say what I said so many times before. In my opinion, Wolverine, in terms of like the gameplay, it never looked bad before. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you guys want to see more content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join me every single day, 9 p.m. over on the main channel, where you can catch me live every single day, 9 p.m. Eastern. I hope to see every single one of you there. Now back to the main video. I know people always wanted to shit on the game just because it's funny and just like shit on the game, but the gameplay never looked bad. I always liked the level of violence in the game. I always liked the fact that they're not afraid to show like dismemberment and like stabbing people in the fucking head and all that. We're just going to kind of go over this trailer and go over the positives and the negatives because there's a lot of negatives and there's a lot of positives. Number one, the detail on Logan is insane. I don't know if you guys can see like every little bit of hair on his arm. It's crazy the amount of detail that's in this game. Everything that I pretty much assumed was going to be good about this game is exactly what's happening on the trailer. The combat looks good. It looks fast. It looks visceral, right? The thing is, if you're going to play as Wolverine, you can't be a fucking pussy with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't be a pussy with, like, this is insane. You can't be a pussy with it. You have to get visceral with it. You have to get bloody with it. And the fact that they actually did that is good. I do not like the fact that the blood disappears from his body so quickly. I think that's kind of dumb. I think they should keep the blood on his body throughout combat until it's completely clear from combat, and then you can let it slowly clean up. Because like if I'm running around as Wolverine and I'm killing all these people and I got blood on me, I want that shit to stay on. I want it to get as bloody, as bloody as possible. Like you can see the blood in the water. That's also sick, but then it disappears from his body, just like completely, erases. But anyway. It seems like too much blood. It's not. What do you mean too much blood? It's not too much blood. It's a Wolverine game. He's literally cutting off body parts and stabbing people in the fucking body in the head. We can't be pulling a 007 here. Like we need to see the blood here, right? So anyway, nice and bloody. Love to see it. I'm happy that that's actually there. And in terms of the gameplay looks fast, right? It looks visceral. And it looks exactly how a Wolverine game should be fighting for the most part. Now, obviously, you have different aspects to it that people, are calling out online. Hold on. Let's get past the dismemberment right here. There you go. Let's go right here. Okay, so this is the introduction of Jean. Jean, and at first, bro, until I saw the hair, I thought it was Psylocke. I'm not even lying, just because of the purple. But anyway, that's besides the point. So they introduced Jean. Now, Jean... It's so interesting. And here's the reason why I say it's interesting, okay? It's so interesting to me because you can clearly see they changed her from the model that was there prior. But you can still see aspects of that model in this design. Which is it's so weird how that works. Right? It's not like they made a brand new model or anything. You can clearly see like they changed it, but they also... like some of it is still there, which is interesting. I can't exactly like pinpoint it, but it's there. In any case, she definitely looks older. She looks like she's in her 40s or something, 50s. Not 50s. I would say 40s. She's in her 40s. And they they changed the way her face looks a little bit, but they basically gave her the Mary Jane effect, you know? She's going for the super serious, super serial look. You know, she doesn't look awful. I know there are people out there that are saying she looks awful. She just looks like an older woman, in my opinion. That's really what it is. That's really the problem. She looks like an older woman, like in her 40s. So anyway, but that's besides the point. It is what it is. So overall, though, it was very underwhelming. I really there was nothing about this that made me go, ooh, like I'm not really excited about this. Again, I was more focused on Wolverine than anything else. We already knew Jean Grey was going to be in the game. We knew she was going to be here. So her reveal is not anything like amazing or shocking. You know, it's just like, it's literally just whatever at this point. But in any case, let's keep going and continuing. Because there's another character in this game. Did they show her yet? Did I skip? I might have skipped. Hold on. I don't want to skip Deborah fucking Wilson. Did I skip Deborah Wilson? Give me 1 second. Let me see. Shit, that might be Deborah Wilson. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, it's not. Obviously, it's not. Let me see. Did I skip Deborah Wilson? Yeah, I did, I think. Hold on. Wait a second. Bro, why is she... Oh, it went really fast. All right, we'll just keep going. Why is she in this game? Why is she in this game, bro? Again, she must have like... I don't even... Like, she must have, like, the Sony CEO's fucking, like, nudes or something. I don't really know what to say. This woman is literally in everything. She is in everything. And then people are going to be like, oh, no, she's just a really good actress. Is she, though? Respectfully. Is she that good that she should be the Pedro fucking Pascal of video games? Because I've said that many times before. She is in fucking everything, bro. And then apparently she's supposed to be Calypso. Now, Calypso was already, if I'm not mistaken, in one of the movies, I forgot which one, they already made her, like, race swapped in one of the movies recently. I forgot which one. Forgive me. Maybe you guys in the chat can remind me. But I'm just so tired of finding Deborah Wilson and everything. And it's always like a Sony single-player cinematic video game. It really is insane, right? So, in any case, one of the details that people didn't realize when we were watching the stream, I pointed it out, is that Wolverine constantly heals. So, even if you take damage, he constantly heals. Very slowly, he heals his health bar. And if you take fatal damage, it looks like... I mean, look at this shit. Look, go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Brother, what are we doing? Is this really supposed to be Calypso? Is this really like... Are we serious? Are we serious right now? Again, you know what I don't like? Here's what I don't like. And I said this for Mortal Kombat, right? I don't like the fact that in today's world with certain characters, and it's always female characters, it seems, I don't like the fact that the characters are playing the actor and not the other way around. To my knowledge, Calypso was never bald. If she was, please tell me so that I will correct myself. Okay? But to my knowledge, she was never bald. She might have had short hair. Like, I know she had like a Karen-style hair with short hair and stuff like that. But I don't think she was ever bald. But, you know, short black hair, you know, typical whatever. You know, that's fine. But in terms of, like, bald is different from short black hair. Right? But if she was ever bald, please let me know. If she was bald in the comics, let me know. I'll correct myself. But I don't believe she was ever bald. But my thing is, kind of like what they did with Jade in Mortal Kombat. I feel as if the characters are playing the actors and not the other way around. I'm really tired of that, personally. Like, again, if you want to involve Deborah Wilson in every fucking thing, sure. But why does every character that she has to play that are known characters that are known not to be bald, why the fuck can you even do the bare minimum and make her look like something like the character. You seriously couldn't make her have hair or something? Anything? Like she had to be bald? Same thing with Jade. It's like, brother, Jade, the actress that was playing Jade in Mortal Kombat, the actress that was playing her, she wasn't playing her. Jade was playing the actress. If you know what I mean. That's how this is. Jade was playing the actress. It was the other way around. Same thing here. Calypso is playing Deborah Wilson. That's how I see this. Because you can't even do the bare fucking minimum of putting a wig on her. Like, is it really that insulting? Is it really that insulting to try to look like the character? Why did we stop trying to look like the character? You literally look like a female Nick Fury. So why are we doing this? I don't get it. And then of course people are going to be like, "Oh, that's being insensitive to I don't know, alopecia or whatever." And I'm like, "Bro, she's playing Calypso. You can't make her look like Calypso at all? Not even a little bit? What, you gave her an eye patch and you were like, "All right, that's it. That's good." I don't understand. Don't insult Nick that way. I'm sorry. Anyway, again, that's besides the point. Whatever. Motorcycle gameplay looked like typical, PlayStation single player narrative driven kind of shit. Very like on the rails, so whatever. Evil is Fun says we all want this to be a good way too much. It's going to be terrible. They're avoiding showing the really bad parts, just like Spider-Man 2. Oh, so don't get it twisted. Like I said at the showcase, the gameplay looks amazing. Like I think the gameplay looks good. You will never hear me complain about this gameplay. This gameplay looks solid for the most part. It's a little cinematic-y, right? Like I feel like it's very on the rails. I feel like this is like a vertical slice demo where it just doesn't seem real. But I mean, the gameplay looks good. However, just like with Spider-Man 2, the gameplay wasn't bad in Spider-Man 2. The gameplay was fine in Spider-Man 2. It's the same as Spider-Man 1. The problem with Spider-Man 2 is what they decided to do for the story and the amount of time that you were wasting on nonsense in Spider-Man 2. Where they filled the game with such fucking nonsense. Look at him heal quickly. This is crazy. He did fast healing because he was about to die. That was pretty insane. That was cool. It was nothing about the actual gameplay, and it was everything about the story and the amount of time you wasted. Right? I couldn't stand the Mary Jane missions in Spider-Man 1. And people are like, "Oh, you didn't complain about Spider-Man?" Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I can't stand the Mary Jane missions in Spider-Man 1. And you know what they did? They doubled down and they gave us more in Spider-Man 2. And then on top of that, too, the side missions that I personally did because I was trying to go for the perfect achievement. You got these missions where you're playing the deaf girl. I forget her name all the time. Miles Morales' girlfriend or whatever. It's a total waste of time. It's like, again, people will gaslight you and they'll be like, "Well, if you don't like it, don't play that." And it's like, yeah, but what if you're trying to go for perfect achievements? You have to play that. It's kind of like it's non-negotiable at that point. So anyway, but yeah, we obviously know like there's gonna be more to it than just the actual gameplay. I think Wolverine, like Logan himself, is gonna be the good part of the game. I did see Sabretooth. I thought Sabretooth looked really cool. I don't know if they showed him yet. Did they show him? They're probably going to show him soon. I thought Sabretooth looked really good, honestly. But I think he's obviously going to be the highlight. And then, I mean, there you have Mystique there as well. I don't know what they're doing with the other characters, bro. Anyway, the point, yeah, look at Sabretooth. He looks badass. He looks badass. Where is he at? Right there. He looks good. Sabretooth looks good. But in any case, it's about the world surrounding Wolverine. Was that Deadpool? I'm not sure. Maybe. It's about the world surrounding Wolverine. So Wolverine could be good. The gameplay could be good. The combat could be good. But is the story going to be ass? You know what I mean? Is the world around him going to be ass? That's the problem. He doesn't have fangs. Yeah, he does. It's hard to see, but it's right here. Oh, shit. Hold on. Let me go back a little bit. No, he does. There you go. Boom. Fang, 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 fang. He's got fangs, bro. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. He's got fangs. It's the bare minimum. Bare minimum. His mouth was closed, boys. That's why it looks like there was no fangs. Anyway, but no, I think that the world around Wolverine is going to be definitely more important than the actual gameplay itself, because I had no doubts that the gameplay was ever going to be good. I had no doubts about it. It's Wolverine. Listen, if you fuck up Wolverine gameplay, you really should just pack it up. You should just pack it up and be on your way. That's like how do you fuck up Wolverine gameplay? But Wolverine's story and the world surrounding him, that's what I'm most curious about. But again, me personally, I only played let me rephrase, because that's not true. I was going to say I only played Spider-Man on PC. That's not true. I played the first Spider-Man on PlayStation ages ago. And then eventually I just said, yeah, you know what? I'll just wait for it to come out on PC, because they started coming out on PC. So I didn't buy them until they were eventually like super sailed on PC. But I ended up buying them on PC. So I've perfected every Spider-Man. For all the people who are going to be like, oh, I guarantee you this grifter didn't even play the game. I perfected every fucking Spider-Man. Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man Miles Morales, the DLC edition, and Spider-Man 2. Perfected every single one, so go fuck yourself. I have a feeling that the tropes that we found in Spider-Man 2 are definitely going to rear their head in this one, and I think it's going to drag the game down significantly. I know SBI is involved in this game. To what extent, nobody knows, because they'll never tell you. But I think it's definitely going to drag this game down, because you could have had an easy win with this. You know, you could have had an easy win with Wolverine. It is, am I going to play it on PS5? No, I'm not playing this game until it comes out on PC, if it ever does. And if it doesn't, then I'm not playing it. It is what it is. I have so many games to play. Why the fuck? Like, I'm good. I got to imagine you're probably going to have, if I had to guess, you're going to have a ton of Jean Grey missions, right? You're probably going to have like maybe a couple of missions as maybe like one or two other characters, but you know, we'll see. Did I perfect Spider-Man on PS1? I did. Platinum that game on PS1, and then I ended up perfecting it on Steam again. I really like the first Spider-Man. The first Spider-Man game is really good. The problem with Miles Morales is that it felt like a glorified DLC. It felt like an obvious attempt at trying to take what made Spider-Man 1 great and then like co-opting it into a DLC and then selling it as like a full-on video game, which I never agreed with. That just didn't make any sense to me. Spider-Man Miles Morales should not have been its own game. It should have just been a DLC that they sold for Spider-Man 1 if people really wanted to buy it. But they wanted to give him his own time to shine and all that bullshit. And then lo and behold, Spider-Man 2, they put them both in there, right? So anyway, but that's basically it. So in terms of Wolverine, people have their thoughts about it, and I'm going to go over some of it right now. If you look, this was, hold on, where is it at? I have a picture of Callisto from the comics so you can kind of get an idea of what I mean, you know? In terms of like the hair being short, again, there's short black hair and then there's bald. You know, I don't agree with her being fucking bald. I think that's really, really stupid. I know like she had super, super short black hair in one of the movies. I think this was her, if I'm not mistaken. In I forgot which movie this was. Let me see. X-Men Last Stand. She was in X-Men Last Stand. So as like this woman, you know? So yeah, I don't see the resemblance to Deborah Wilson. I'm sorry to say. I don't see the resemblance. Again, I wish that they would stop having the fucking character be like playing the actor. Start having the actor play the character again. Even at the bare minimum of hair and outfit, have them playing the character again. The fact that she looks like, again, I'm sorry, she does, a female Nick Fury, that's not my fault. That's their fault. Anyway, that's basically it for Wolverine. And like I said, man, it's gameplay don't look bad, but I'm just more concerned about the stuff they're not showing you. That's what's really gonna, I guess, rear its ugly head. But we'll see how it goes.